Liquor Talk, brand new episode starts right now. Welcome everybody to another edition of the Liquor Talk podcast. I'm your man Victor. Happy Black History Month. We are super black this month, ladies and gentlemen. So go ahead, turn up, pour it up if you haven't done so already. Tap in with us, whether you tapping in on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, wherever you get your podcasts at. Go ahead, tap in this month. And kicking off Black History Month today. Joining me, she's podcasting out of Alabama. She's the host of the Way of the Millennial podcast. It's Mia. How you doing, Mia?
I'm good. How are you today?
I'm doing great, ladies and gentlemen. If you haven't done so already, go ahead, pour it up. I'm on some brown tonight. She on some
Right,
wine. So we're
right.
gonna go ahead and get this podcast rolling. Let's go ahead and tap in. So tell the people about your platform, the Way of the Millennial.
Yes, the Way of the Millennial is basically a podcast where the intention is to inspire, to empower people worldwide. At the same time, we allow guests to come on and share their story, their journey. We talk about what's going on in society, the culture. We also talk about controversial topics that nobody really wants to talk about. And it's also a place for self care. Listen to it for advice. Just kind of like your one stop podcast for everything.
Yes, yes. I think we're all getting to that point where we're just being that one-stop podcast out here.
Yeah.
So like I said, I do appreciate you coming on. I did tap in and check out your last episode. What was it like talking to a professional wrestler? Because that's something I haven't yet to have on Liquor Talk. Of all the people I've recorded with, I've never had a professional athlete on. So what was that like?
Well, actually, it wasn't new to me because my boyfriend is actually a pro wrestler too. So
Mhm.
it wasn't really new, but I don't even know the guy. So I have never met him before, and it was pretty cool talking to someone. And he was out of town. He was from Georgia, but I
Mhm.
know he wrestles, all across the South and stuff. But it was actually pretty interesting, and just hearing the inside and outs of the business from his perspective. It was pretty
Mhm.
dope.
Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. Getting back to you. So, what got you started in the podcast? What made you say you want to create this platform? Because
Oh,
a lot of us are millennials out here. So, what made you say you wanted
yes.
to create this specific platform?
Well, I've always been a person that was like, I wanted my own talk show. I love to talk. So I was like, I want to do something where I talk. I'm getting tired of talking to my family. Nobody want to listen. So this was probably like 2020 around COVID when I was like, I'm going to do a podcast. But my mindset was so different back then to where it is now. Like my first episode is like dating while you're a single mom, sex, love and stuff like as a single mom. And like just going back and hearing that first episode and hearing my episodes now, there's a lot of growth. But it was the same intentions to inspire people and to, you know, give myself a voice, this place where I can just kind of let everything out while helping somebody else because there was times when I needed a person or I needed a podcast to listen to. Sometimes going to your family isn't easy. So listen to a podcast, you might hear something that you relate to.
Yes, I can definitely relate to that. That's why I have so many episodes of Liquor Talk because it's just been that coping mechanism. Because this shit is tough, and it's
Yeah,
also not easy going to family because certain family don't understand what the hell
exactly.
you going through. I'm like, y'all were this age before, and y'all not really doing anything
Mhm.
to inspire. You know?
Yeah. No, but I think it's dope. I saw how you had all those episodes, and I was like, man, I want to get to that point because it's like I did it in 2020, but then I stopped. And then I started back months later. I wasn't consistent. Now I'm consistent because it's a passion now. And just the growth and maturity that I have now is totally different from 2 years ago. So I do want to get to that point of having all those episodes and a website, like you have. So
Yeah.
I saw yours. I think it's awesome. It's really
Yeah,
awesome.
you can get there. It's like you just got to be consistent. That's why I tell everybody. It's just this ain't something easy.
Yeah,
You got to be consistent. You got to push yourself to do
right,
the episodes, even when you don't want to do the
right.
episodes and stuff.
And I'm like, I just started going back to school. Like I just finished school last year, and now I'm going for media communications, and it involves podcasting. So I was like, you know what? Getting back in school, and I'm going to use what I'm learning in school and put that to my podcast so it can be successful too. So,
Yes, you have to. You definitely have to. And so I saw your last another episode of yours, which was the Black Excellence. Like, how fitting is that Black Excellence right at the start of Black History Month? Like, talk
yeah,
to people a little bit about that episode.
I did that because we always talk about Black history, the past. But I'm like, we need to celebrate the Black future. We need to celebrate the present, the Black people who are doing good and who are in their passion and are being successful now. Like, we should celebrate them. I understand celebrating the people in history. I get that. But we're making history right now by the things that we're doing. 30 years from now, we're going to be a part of history. People are going to be looking back like, oh, I remember when this person did this or that person did
Mhm.
that. So I was like, let's celebrate people. Let's, shine some light on what our Black men and women are doing now.
Yes, we definitely should because there's a lot of Black excellence going on out here because we got a lot
Yeah.
of Black entrepreneurs and stuff. We
Yes.
got a lot of Black business owners. And also, I don't know if you're a football fan, but this year's Super Bowl actually has two Black starting QBs. I'm sad it took 57 Super Bowls to get to that point, but
Yeah.
hey, we here, two
Yeah.
Black
Right.
QBs in the Super Bowl. So we making all kind of history. And every other day we're
We
seeing
are.
first Black person to do this, first Black person to do that. So we
Exactly.
making history all the time. So I definitely agree with you there about the history and stuff. And plus, we're making definitely making history today.
Yeah. Yeah. We're creative. So, like, hey, everybody else, they better watch out because we are not playing. It's our time to shine.
Yes, it is our time to shine in spite of the hurdles that have been thrown at us. So keep it shining, Black people, because this is Black History Month. So it's our time to be that. So what's something you wish you would have known before you got started with podcasting?
Oh my goodness. That not everyone wants to listen to, like, how do I explain this? Like, 2020, my mindset was totally different. So it wasn't like a ghetto mindset. It was just a very immature mindset. I just had no filter. And I was just saying
Mhm.
whatever. But as a woman, that's not really ladylike. You can still get the truth out by being classy. And I wish, like, my first couple episodes, my words weren't really classy. And I wish that I had toned down a little bit on, like, the cussing and stuff.
Man, listen. If you go back and listen to the first couple episodes of Liquor Talk, we let them fly, but they still fly now. But we a
Yeah,
little bit more classy with it, a little more mature with it. So I mean, a couple f bombs might drop here and there and stuff, but
yeah,
it's all within the conversation. It
yeah.
ain't like every 5 minutes. It's like because I know my cousin was bad when I think my mama listened to us. She said I had to turn it off because my ears would bleed. You cussing that bad. I'm like. I wasn't cussing that bad. You just had it on full blast. But
Yeah.
then, but then I played it back and I was like, shit, goddamn.
That's exactly how I was. When I look back, I was like, oh snap. Like, yeah, that's not good.
Yeah, and also what I notice is you also it also depends on who you podcasting when also and how you feel about it, which goes
Yeah,
into another one of your episodes, which is how your mindset can change your life.
yeah,
And not a lot of people realize that. It's just they let life defeat them and they just continuously beat themselves up over shit that they can't control. And it's like your mindset can really change your life because you gotta have that mindset of I'm gonna come out this one way or another.
yeah. Right. Right. And I just did an episode where I was talking about how your mindset can
Mm-mm. Where'd you go? Uh-oh. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Look and Talk. The more you drink, the better we sound. Looks like we have some technical difficulties, y'all. Stay tuned for this episode. You back?
yes.
All right. You were talking about your point about how the mindset can change your entire life, and I was looking at the episode you did on the 18th of
Hmm.
January.
Yes, I did create that because I was like, it's a new year. And I struggle with that too. Your mindset, how sometimes you can, look, we have more control over ourselves than, we actually realize. We have more control over our life than we realize. How we perceive what's going on in our life will really alter our moods. So it's basically what the podcast is about. Yes, we all have trials, we all have tribulations, we go through things, but you have to keep a positive mindset and try to take out a lesson and a blessing from every situation that you go through.
Yes, you do. You do. And also, you got to learn to change the people around you as well because
Right.
sometimes their Debbie Downers might drive you away. And,
Yeah.
and I look back at my younger self and I'm like, God damn, I really was a Debbie Downer back in college. Nobody wanted to fuck with me. I'm like,
Yeah.
but now, you've learned to just not really care, what I'm saying? Just keep
Mhm.
it moving no matter what.
Yeah. Yeah. And you got people that are out there that can kill your dreams, that can kill, what it is you want to do in your life. I've had times where I've, brought, oh, I want to do this to people that I care about or I know. And they're like, you know what I'm saying? I don't think that's good for you. But when you know it's your passion, do it. Like, there are
Yeah.
actually dream killers out here.
Yes, and a lot of dream killers are in your family, and it's like I hate to throw the
Those are the main
shade, but
ones. Yeah.
it's like I remember a number of things I said I wanted to do, but I ran it past somebody there. They just killed the damn dream. I'm like,
It's
okay,
crazy because I get more love from I get more love from strangers, especially when it comes to my podcast. I get lots of love from strangers.
man, you preach to the choir right now. That every podcaster says that,
Yeah.
every podcast. It's like I was living in a certain city, nobody was really rocking with me, but people in different states were rocking with me. It's
Right.
like people with different states were like, hey, how can I come on the show and stuff? Thank God for technology.
Yes. I've had people like, saying, "Oh, we want to be a guest, I want to collab." And I'm like, nobody I know is giving me this energy. It's people that I don't know.
You do, and you really do. And it's like you learn to embrace it. You got to learn to embrace where the energy's coming from. And it's just like, because I remember my former co-host, she got more love in the city than I did. I'm like, I'm the man, but I'm the captain of the ship, and you get
Yeah.
more love than me. I said, you
Yeah,
know
you
what?
said co-host.
The damn co-host. I'm like,
Yeah.
you the co-host of the ship, and you get more love than me. But I'm like, you know what? I just learned to embrace it and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
You just got to embrace the love. And plus, look at it this way: if you go to a different state, be like, hey, I'm going to this state, and I got somebody here. Like, you talk to them, y'all communicate, and they're like, hey, look, I'm being your state. Let's do something.
Right. Right.
Yeah, so that's why I tell all the time people in Florida, if y'all ever come to Florida, holla at your boy. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
Oh, do you have like a studio or something?
I now sometimes I do at the studio. Tonight I'm at the crib, but like I said, I do have access to a studio and stuff.
Oh,
With my boys, he has a studio, so I told him once I get some more stuff worked out, I'll be back at the studio. So shout out to Studio Max, by the way. That's the studio in
mhm.
Orlando I'll be working out of. So
That's awesome.
yeah,
I want to
so
eventually get to a studio. I do.
yeah, you should. It's definitely a game changer, and also doing it in front of a small audience as well.
Yeah.
That was major. So shouts out to them. So once I start working on some things,
Mhm.
I will be back in the studio chopping it up with them.
Mhm. That's
But
cool.
the one thing I really want to do is I want to get on the road and do shows. Instead of yeah, that's the one thing I really want to do. Like, get
Yeah.
these flyer miles up, get all these credit card points and stuff, and just go travel and
Yeah.
just do the show in a certain city on the
Yeah.
weekends. Like, hey, I'm in
Have
these
you ever been to
cities.
Cali?
I've been to Cali once.
There's so many. I did not realize how many opportunities there are out there. That's why I'm going to school right now in Los Angeles Film School.
Hmm.
And there are so many opportunities for people that are in like the media doing podcasts out there. It's crazy. So you
Hmm.
should go. You should go out there one day.
Yeah, I
Network.
see. The thing is, I'll look into it, but California is expensive as hell,
It is.
and
It
it's like
is. Because that's one thing I
California
looked
is very expensive, and
at.
luckily, I have a friend of mine who's trying to talk me into moving to Arizona, which
Okay,
Arizona is not
cool.
that far from California,
Yeah,
so I could easily like do a quick road trip for the weekend if
right.
I need to do what I need to do in LA and get out.
Yeah. And California is really big. I haven't been there, but I have family out there, and apparently it's huge.
Yes, I've been to LA. I've been to LA. LA County is so big. That's literally our own place we went to. Like, that's
Really?
how big Los Angeles County is. Like,
Oh,
we didn't
wow.
even get to see the other parts of California because we were in Los Angeles, and that's how big LA is.
Yeah.
You don't realize there are other cities within California, within LA,
Mhm.
because you're thinking it's just LA. It's so many
Right.
other cities.
When I hear California, that's what I think of, Los Angeles or how Hollywood. I don't even think of the small towns. And then I'm from Alabama, so it's not huge at all.
Yeah. Are you near one of the HBCUs?
Well, I'm in Birmingham.
Okay.
So, Birmingham Southern is predominantly black. Miles College is predominantly black. We
Mhm.
got A&M in Huntsville, predominantly black, and Alabama State University.
Yeah, I know plenty of people that went to. I did some pods with people that went to Alabama State. So
Really?
one
Oh,
time,
that's cool.
Yeah, so shout out to Alabama State. You
Yeah.
know, we
Can't
always
forget
show.
about Tuskegee either. I used to want to
Yes,
go there a long time ago. But I didn't
yes. Shout out to Tuskegee as well. I think fam, you played them in some athletics as well. So
go.
shout out to Tuskegee one time for them.
Yeah.
Always got to show love to the black schools and black colleges, black institutions, you know, because this is Black History Month. And
Right.
always, even when it's not Black History Month, we always got to shout out our black institutions producing black excellence.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Liquor Talk. Remember, the more you drink, the better we sound. So I sound a whole lot better when you have a drink. So go ahead and get you a drink right now. Tip your bartenders. And if you need to, you know, because we sound a whole lot better. Now, listen. I didn't watch the Grammys, but I am about tired of this fake outrage. It seems like every year people get on social media and talk about this damn fake outrage. Like, I get it. Beyonce is a talented artist.
Whoa, whoa,
I'm
whoa,
happy.
whoa. That's my girl.
I get it. No, I get it. No, the point I'm making is I get it. I got love for Beyonce too, but everybody every year has this fake outrage when she doesn't get album of the year. And it's rightly deserved, you know. But I'm just like, what the hell can y'all do? Like, every year people have this fake outrage for the Grammys, and it's like, now I'm starting to see why. I saw an Eminem interview where he said, don't invite me to the Grammys because
Drake
it's
said
like,
that too.
yeah, because the one thing I was looking over the award winners and stuff. I didn't watch it, but I was looking over the award winners. I'm like, who the hell is this? If I gotta say that, then why the hell are they winning an award?
Yeah, yeah. But
So
look,
why you,
Beyonce, look, that is my all-time favorite. Can nobody tell me? I've heard things like she's overrated, and I'm like, no, she has 32 Grammys. 32. The
yes,
most out of anyone.
yes, 32 Grammys, but yet they still don't give her the album of the year. I'm like, there's some of them albums. I'm like, okay, she deserved it. I was
Yeah.
rocking with me.
Renaissance was very underrated. That was a dope album. I'm very versatile when it comes to my music. I know some music when I listen to it. And it might not have been like rap or R&B, but the words, the things that she was saying, it was pretty dope.
Yeah, it was definitely pretty dope, and I felt like she definitely deserved it because there was some years where she really deserved it. And then also I see poor Chris Brown. Like, I didn't even know. I'm happy the brother won, but I'm like, I didn't know who the hell this brother was,
I
honestly.
think he only got one Grammy. One or
Yeah,
two.
one or two is better than none, you know.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah, 'cause I don't
mean,
have any.
I don't have any either, but but the thing is, I've looked over the years, and the Grammys have always screwed over the black talent that
Oh yeah.
probably deserved it. And every year on social media, people have this fake outrage. I'm just like, when
Yeah.
is everybody just gonna get back to just boycotting the damn Grammys and all these other award
Yeah.
shows that don't
Right.
want to show us black love?
Yeah, because they sure don't go on. They don't go on the BET Award. Like Beyonce on the BET Award.
Yeah, I can't think of the last time I saw Beyonce on the BET Awards. I'm like,
But
why?
that's black entertainment. Like they need to make the BET Awards more elegant, like the Grammys, so it
Yes,
can be something for us.
yeah, because I still watch the BET Awards when it comes. That's probably the only award show I sit down and watch. But I do feel like it back in the day when we were growing up, it was way more elegant. It was way more. But
Oh
now
yeah,
it's just they pleasing to the people younger than the millennial generation and
yeah.
stuff.
They just put anybody on there at this point.
They really do. And I'm just like, come on, BT, help me out here. We need to
Yeah.
see some, better artists and stuff. Like, and staying with Beyonce. Now, I gotta ask you, since you admitted you a Beyonce fan, what do you think about these tickets though? These $700 and $800 tickets. I'm just like, my goodness.
I would not buy them, but I see what she's doing. She is worth a lot. She just did a show in Dubai for like $45 million. She was up in the freaking air. So it was like she ain't no cheap person to go see. Like she got a lot. So she's on like she's a billionaire. Her
Yeah,
net worth is $1 billion.
her net worth is $1 billion, and she already done got enough money secured and stuff to where their grandkids, their grandkids, great grandkids, their whole bloodline is gonna be fucking rich just
Yeah.
off of her. So when I saw people talking about, oh, I'm a justifying paying $1,000 for these tickets, I'm like, if I have it and it's not gonna hinder my everyday life, okay, go for it. But
Oh
even
yeah.
me personally, I'm like, if I gotta pay $1,000, I would want her to be on the podcast, not no see me perform. I'm just
Yeah.
saying.
Sometimes when celebrities or a person who gets the fame, get the money, they get out of touch with people and not realizing that she's selling all these tickets for thousands and thousands of dollars, but it's like, ma'am, like there might not be too many people there, but it might be a lot of people that save up for it. Tax time
Yeah.
coming up.
I mean, come on. I'm looking at people like y'all really gonna put the tax time dollars for Beyonce? Because I was talking about people was talking about, oh, the mortgage payment. Where the mortgage payment at? Oh, but
Yeah.
I got these Beyonce tickets. And then I've even saw some couples talking about on social media where they talk about their life savings. Like, hey, how much is in our savings? I want to go to this Beyonce show. I'm like, you gonna burn all your savings for
Yeah.
once in a lifetime opportunity.
I love Beyonce, but I ain't spending all that money on her unless I'm rich with her.
Yeah, agreed. I definitely agree. It's like, now, if I had the opportunity to, if we agreed that she came on the podcast, I'm thinking like this, like it's gonna blow it up because now everybody's gonna be listening. And I need something to go viral. That 1 minute go viral. You good, but
They had Glorilla there at the Grammys.
yeah, I saw her there too. I was like, oh shit, okay, Glow.
Yeah, I was surprised because I was like, she just started, but I guess it don't matter no more. She was with Beyonce.
Yeah, I saw that too. I saw her got to hug Beyonce and stuff. I was happy for her, and it shows the respect that people still have for Beyonce in the game. That it's like they just starting out, but they were so happy to see Beyonce.
Yeah, she's still the queen bee.
She's still the queen bee. Like I said, I got love and I respect her. I love her hustle. I got love for her. I love the greatness that she's shown over these years and stuff. And I'm happy that her kids are already gonna be set. They ain't gonna have to worry about much. I just hope they don't become one of these spoiled kids that don't do nothing with their families. Unfortunate. I hope they continue to build on that so way the next generations don't have to worry.
Right.
Because sometimes you see with parents, like sometimes some people in our parents' generation, the grandparents leave them a lot. And some people, they just blow right through it like it's nothing. I'm like, are you serious?
And they always talk about, oh, Black families need to start leaving their kids this and that. But what are y'all going to do with it?
Exactly. I'm like, do you have a business to where do you have something set up to where, hey, if you have a business or something, yeah, I would be like, okay, when I pass away, I'm going to invest this into your business or whatever you're doing. So,
or if you show me some form of responsibility, as long, like I have 2 kids. When they get older, if they show me they're responsible as teenagers, they're responsible as, young men in their 20s and their 30s, I have no problem leaving what I have to them. But if they're just out here doing whatever they want, I don't know. Like, I really don't know.
Yeah, I definitely feel you on that. I definitely feel you on that. I don't have any kids right now, but when the time comes, I'll be prepared.
It's no joke.
I already know. I have plenty of friends with kids and stuff, so I see what they go through. Yeah. But once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is Liquor Talk. Go ahead, subscribe. Go ahead, rate, comment, like our stuff, and follow us on TikTok for all these drink recipes. And please go ahead and subscribe to the Way of Millennial podcast as well. Okay. Speaking of millennials, what are some things you notice about millennials that are good, the bad, and the ugly, because we got to help our older generation understand us, What do you think?
Yes, because millennials range from the 30s and I think 40-year-olds too, if I'm not mistaken. Now, the millennials are in their 20s. I think they're doing good. 30s, they're okay. But them older folks, they need to get it. Look, somebody need to check these older people because we grown now. It's been too many times I've ran into 40-year-olds, sometimes 30-year-olds or 50-year-olds, and they looking at me like I'm a kid. And I'm like, look, okay, I'm in my 20s, but I'm not a child. I have my business. I've been to school. I got 2 kids I'm raising. I'm handling my stuff. I'm paying my bills. Not a child. Then you get a check. Yeah. But as far as the younger millennials, they're definitely handling business. I think the younger version of millennials, we might be doing a little better than the older millennials.
Yeah.
As far as where we are in our 20s and where they were in their 20s.
Yeah, I will say I'll give it to the 20-year-olds. They're doing a whole lot better because I was still in college in my 20s. So
Yeah.
I'll give it to them. They were doing a whole lot better. But the one thing I will say about us millennials is we don't take no shit in life. If
Yeah.
it's not making us happy, we're getting the fuck on.
Right.
Because I know with jobs and stuff, our parents' generation, they stay there for 20 and 30
Oh,
years and stuff. But our generation, we quick to just say fuck you. Don't even give
yeah.
you a 2 weeks notice, if it's not making us happy.
I just saw a girl. She has like a YouTube channel, and I think she's Gen Z though. Is it Gen Z or Gen Y?
Gen Z, I think it
Gen
is.
Z. And she was basically like, I don't like working for nobody. I don't like nobody telling me when I can take my break, when I can go to lunch, telling me when I can eat. And I was like, oh snap! Like I don't remember millennials, talking like that. Like now we do have break time, we do have lunchtime. That is mandatory, but I'll never have the attitude like, oh, you're not about to tell me when I can go eat and when I can't. I'm like, but it's a job. There's a
It's
schedule.
definitely a job.
Yeah. So that
Like,
is one thing about millennials. Like, if we do work, we gonna do what we supposed to do.
yeah,
Cause the Gen Z, I don't know what they got going on. But
I
we're
don't
the
know either.
future. Millennials, we're the future.
Yes, we are the future and stuff. And the one thing I will now to the downside of millennials, the one thing I don't like about millennials is there are some things that they broadcast to social media that they don't need to broadcast to social media. And you will see them talking about their L's on TikTok and stuff. And I'm just like, and I'm like, why is y'all telling social media all this shit?
Right.
Do
When you
y'all
get
not
cheated
have somebody
on.
you can confide in?
Right. When you get cheated on, when a girl make you mad and she backdoor you, they go making all these TikToks. Oh, let me show y'all a TikTok of this guy who cheated on me. Or there's
Hmm.
one girl I follow. She was like, I'm gonna take y'all on my journey of my breakup. So she was crying on camera and just telling us the whole story. And every day she posted something. And I'm like, is this a millennial? Is this Gen Z? Like she can't be a part of what we are, because this girl is really posting
Everything.
everything. And then
Hmm.
this guy, it's just so much on social media now. Like sometimes I have to take a break, but I don't want to take a break because I got my podcast. So it's like, okay, I'm just not gonna scroll on there. I'm just gonna post what I need to post.
Yeah, and that part I feel you. It's like one of my partners, he told me, he said, bro, sometimes you gotta take a break. It's like I get it, but because of this damn podcast, they need to stay updated with everything and what's
Right.
going on. So I can find something to somewhat give a fuck about, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I can just find things to give a fuck about. Shout out
Yeah.
to Uncle Dolomite of the Too Much Game podcast. I kind of got that from him, because he said straight up, he said, let me find something to give a fuck about. Because that's all podcasting is. Sometimes it's like talking
Exactly.
about things to give a fuck about.
That's relevant.
Yeah.
And that's why, like, I follow a lot of magazine pages. I follow a lot of, media pages. So I know what it is I can talk about next.
Yeah, yeah. And I do the like I said, I do definitely do the same thing. And because gotta find things to stay relevant so that way we don't just be talking about dumb shit, that nobody ain't really talking about.
Yeah. Yeah.
But once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is Liquor Talk. If you don't know now, you know. So I forgot to ask a personal question. What's your favorite kind of liquor? Like, I know you're on the wine right now, but what's your favorite liquor? Are you a white person? Are you a dark person? What you
White.
like? Oh, you like white. Wow.
Tequila.
I know a lot of women that like tequila, but lately a lot
Make
of my
it
girls,
crazy. Hey, if a girl say that she like tequila, better be aware. Better watch out, because she might be crazy.
yeah. See, you should have followed my TikTok last month because I was truly pouring up the tequila drinks last month. So,
Oh snap.
yeah, and I was getting
That
some compliments.
Jose. That's my favorite.
Well, I done
Jose.
dropped. Well, hey, you follow me on TikTok, you'll see the tequila drinks and stuff for you to try and stuff. So
Yeah.
now,
What's your TikTok?
Liquor Talk Pod. I'll send it to you once we're done recording and stuff. But after we get done with the Super Bowl, next week is Valentine's Day. So solve this mystery. Why do so many people put the end all be all for Valentine's Day? Because I know there are people that they will show all the damn love on one day, but then forget about the person for the rest of the year. Like, how is that feeling of Valentine's Day?
I think people do that because I mean, the world does that. The world puts so much emphasis, and then people broadcast what they get on Valentine's Day. So I think it's more like people are probably like in competition. They see other people getting this, and they're like, okay, I got to get that. I mean, I've been a victim of it. I've been with someone, and I'm like, you know what? I want a big teddy bear. I still haven't gotten that big teddy bear yet, but I just told my boyfriend out the other day. I said I want a big teddy bear for Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
But I think we should celebrate love. It shouldn't be just a one day out of the month. I think every day we should celebrate love, honestly.
Yeah. And then you got some people on social media giving that backlash, like, oh, to all the people that think, oh, love is every day. Did you get some today? But people are so damn materialistic. Love could just be somebody checking on you, making sure you're
Right.
all right. Or love could just be somebody sending you a playlist of songs that then make you think of them, you know. There are so many different ways to show love that it's not monetary, but living here in America in a capitalist society and people on social media got you feeling like you do need to just spend all the dollars to show love, but you
Yeah.
don't have to show all them damn dollars. You know, you don't have to go broke to show love. And
Exactly.
if you're going broke to show love, you're with the wrong person.
And you broke minded. That's being broke minded. If you're going broke for the wrong things, you are broke minded.
Hmm. So, what is the best Valentine's Day gift you ever gotten?
um, mm, my current boyfriend actually he didn't even give me nothing expensive. He just bought me flowers, chocolates, card. But to me, that was the best one because I know it was genuine, and he gave me exactly what I loved. He gave me the exact type of flowers that I love. He gave me the exact type of chocolate I love. He gave me a sweet Valentine's card because I've been in other relationships and they gave me teddy bears, big teddy bears. The relationship was just toxic. So I feel like it was this last one, the last Valentine's. It was probably my favorite one, favorite
That's
gift.
what's up. That's what's up. And fellas, y'all got to put more thought into the gifts and stuff. Don't just buy the basic stuff. Now, if you now,
Exactly.
yeah, now if you now listen, you better find a way to finesse it or something like that. I know times and stuff. I know inflation and all this shit going up, but you know you got to find a ways to move some things around to where you get this person something nice. Because guess what? If you get something nice, they're gonna remember you. If you get something bad, they really gonna remember you. You know. And
And
guess what?
whatever she likes, I think that's what you should give her. Is what she likes. Don't just give her the like you said, like the basic stuff, teddy bear, chocolate. Like, don't do that. If she's not a teddy bear girl, don't give her no dog on teddy bear because it's gonna be sitting in the corner on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if she's I'm a flower girl, I love flowers. So you can give me flowers for my birthday, you can give me flowers for Christmas, you can give flowers anytime. I'm gonna love it because I love flowers.
That's real. That's real. And also to the ladies out there, if you can get us men something, you know, goddamn, like it can't just be all about y'all because I ain't saying you gotta go get them a PS5 or something like that, but I see them mail baskets and stuff, and I'm like, damn, that's a lot of useful things, you know. It's just do something, you know. You know, we need some love too. It can't just be all about y'all, you know.
But they say that we're not supposed to give y'all anything until like the leap year of Valentine's Day, I think. Yeah, I think that's what it
Oh,
is.
okay,
So
but
I'm a firm believer in, hey, it's a holiday. I'm gonna celebrate my man, Christmas, birthday, Valentine's Day, whatever. I'll make him feel loved. I don't want him to feel like, oh, it's all about her.
yes, please, please do something, you know, because I've seen them people, they have the baskets and stuff, you know, even if it's just a basket or if you just want to take them out, do something, you
Yeah.
know. We ain't that hard to please. Now, y'all ain't got to jump through hoops. And also pay attention to what we like and stuff. Like if you see us buying certain brands or if you see us
Mhm.
buying like cigars or liquors or colognes, like pay attention to those things because that will go a long way. Listen, you know, because also to everybody out there, keep this in mind. What you ain't doing, the person on the side might do. You know, the
Right.
person that's really interested in breaking y'all up, they're going to do those things. You know.
What one man won't do, another will. What one woman won't do, another will.
Uh-huh. And also to all my side people out there, know your goddamn role. Don't be trying to break up happy homes and stuff.
Oh, tell me about it. Don't be trying to expose because you didn't get that happened to me before. Don't be trying to
What?
expose just because you didn't get what you was supposed to get or whatever. I dated this guy a long time ago. It was his birthday. And his ex, I guess she was mad. She was like, "Oh, you're with your girlfriend." And she was like, "You know what? I'm just gonna expose him on his birthday."
Damn.
So she came to me and exposed him. I guess she was just mad because he was just like, I don't want nothing to do with you, like I want to move on. So she picked birthday. And it's gonna be some girls that didn't get that attention on Valentine's Day. And guess what they're gonna do a couple days later? They're gonna go ahead and expose them.
And there's some petty ass niggas that's gonna do the same too because they're gonna expose them DMs and stuff. And my question to those people, if you're doing all that, I'm asking them, do you fucking love yourself?
Yeah.
Because
Is it worth it?
you do you really love yourself? Because if you love yourself, you would not give a fuck what's going on in somebody else's relationship.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, as a side person, you gotta know your damn role. Shit.
Yeah. Why would you even want to be a side person? You gotta have more self-respect for yourself to say, I deserve to be with someone who loves me, who's not gonna keep me as a secret, like that's what I deserve.
Yes, and everybody deserves that. Everybody deserves that love from somebody that doesn't keep them a secret. But what a lot of people fall victim to, a lot of single people out here fall victim to, is the person they want is already in a relationship. I'm like, move the fuck on.
I think I said that on one of my podcasts. I was like, your soulmate is not another woman's man or something like that. It's not
It's not.
Yeah, your king is not another woman's king. Like, no, stay in your place. Find someone that's single. But women that do that, they don't have enough self-respect or confidence. So they get joy out of taking another woman's man,
Yeah, but I'm looking at it like this, and I've seen some men like, oh, I'm Mr. Steal Your Girl. Like, you think you getting see you winning, but you know what? On the flip side, you're gonna have to deal with her mood swings. You're gonna have to deal with this, you're gonna deal with that.
Why would you want a girl that's easily tossed around anyways? That says something about you.
Yeah, and what that says about you?
Anyone. Like, she was available to anyone that gave her attention. If she gave you attention while she was with another man.
Or listen, that man might be working long hours, and now you gonna creep in because guess what? You get them how you lose them, because you're not always going to be. Hey, and that goes for both people. You get them how you lose them, because you're gonna be on your P's and Q's. Like, what now? I have to worry because he might be out in the streets.
Right.
Or he or she might be out in the streets, or they might be preying on each other. Because that's the one thing I'll say I never really get about this generation. But our parents were worse and our grandparents were worse, because I remember there was an artist that made a damn song that talked about how he wanted his homeboy girl. I'm like, what kind of homie are you?
Oh yeah, grandparents was worse. They was staying with a man for years and they was just getting cheated on and stuff.
Yes, grandparents. I mean, I think grandpa had a whole other family on the other side of the family town, all this stuff.
We love them, but grandma, you have to stay with that man.
Yes, you do. You don't have to stay with somebody that's not making you happy,
Right.
So our parents' and our grandparents' generation is go back and listen to some of that R&B and stuff. Like, they were talking about some serious messages. There was some serious shit talking about,
Right. There's nothing wrong.
Go back and look at the lyrics.
And even people, there are gonna be people who are gonna be single on Valentine's Day. There is nothing wrong with being single on Valentine's Day. Take that as a day to show yourself appreciation for yourself, love yourself even more.
Yes, love yourself even more. You know what? Tell my single people on Valentine's Day, just stay off social media, because you're gonna be depressed and fuck, And a lot of people, what I realize is sometimes people, if they exposing somebody, is misery loves company,
Yeah.
So I guess what it is, it's like, just if you the side person or you single, just stay off social media for the day. Just take the day off, because I'm literally just gonna promote the podcast and stuff. I might watch some TikToks, but other than that, I'm just gonna stay off social media.
I got a confession. A couple years back, I was single on Valentine's Day, and I had nobody, and I had bought lingerie and everything. And I just looked at myself and I took it off and I went to bed. I drank my wine and went to bed. I didn't, you know what I'm saying? I didn't give in and just call somebody up. Could have. But I was like, you know what? It's me. I'm single. I'm gonna love me today. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I did. It's okay to do
Yeah.
that.
And also, sometimes it don't hurt to take yourself out. You might as well just go to a
I've
bar or
never been
something.
on a date by myself though.
I've been on plenty by myself, you know. It's like shit. I don't care, you
I go
know.
to the drive through and then I eat in the car, and then I go home.
Look, I will sit right there at the restaurant. There's been plenty of brunches I've been to by myself. I've been
Mhm.
like, you just gotta be like, fuck it. Who gonna say something?
Yeah.
Who gonna check you at the
I
end of
didn't
the
do
day?
that one day. I'm in a relationship, but I would still do that one day just to get that experience. Because I've heard people do that and they're like, it's fine, you know.
I mean, if you're in a relationship, if you do that, just do that for yourself anyway, just to give
Yeah.
yourself a break from
Yeah.
your man and your kids and stuff. Because you need that mental release. You just need that
And
mental capacity. Because sometimes being a provider and stuff, nobody's really looking at you like that, you know. So
right.
you gotta do that for yourself. You gotta just take time out, like, hey, even if it's you gotta hire a babysitter, like, hey, just watch the kids for a little while. Look,
Oh
I
yeah.
need me time, you know. I
Yeah.
need to do something for me. Get selfish. Ain't nobody gonna check you for getting selfish.
Right. Ain't nobody gonna love me like I love me. Cause it's me.
Yes. You gotta be selfish. You know, I understand you gotta about people with kids, including you, you gotta take care of your kids, but sometimes you gotta just be selfish. Them kids will understand when they get to be your age.
And in order for me to take care of myself is gonna make me a happy person. They're gonna have a happy mom. Nobody wants an angry mama.
Yes, nobody wants an angry mother. Nobody.
Oh, because they're gonna like, dang, mom, sorry. Like sometimes it was times when I was like, Mama, is there any milk? And she'll be like, do I look like a goddamn refrigerator? And I'm like, whoa, my bad.
Yeah, there was sometimes I had to pull back on my mom too. Like my mom like this, like, don't you see this? I'm like, okay, mom, okay. I'll
Yeah,
leave you alone. I'll leave you alone for a couple of days and stuff.
yeah.
But then they realized that they fucked up and they come back being all nice and shit.
Yes. Shout out to my mama though. I love her though. The best.
Yes, happy belated my mother, you know. So I think I told her happy birthday on a previous podcast, but happy belated if I didn't tell you that already. Got love for mama too.
Yeah, happy belated. I didn't tell you. Look,
I
I
know
want
I
to
know I said it on a previous podcast, you
I
know.
want to pour me another glass. I'm wait because it's already kicking in because I have another
Oh
cup.
damn! Don't tell me you a lightweight.
No, I ain't ate. I should have ate.
Hey, don't feel bad. I ain't really eat that much either. But I saw another situation on social media. I'm like, what? Now you being in a relationship. Now,
Mhm.
would you be okay with going on a girls' trip for a whole month, just being away from your girls and the whole family? Would you be okay with that?
No, and leave my man for a whole month.
Yeah, like because I saw something that DJ Envy said his girl went on a girls' trip for a whole month.
Nah, she probably doing something else. No, I'm not a month away from my man. No, if we live together, no. Mm-mm. Something else behind that. That don't sound right. I mean, she might be genuinely, just maybe she. I mean, I think they've been through stuff. You know what I'm saying? With their marriage. So when you've gone through stuff with your marriage, sometimes a month, might not be nothing. A month might be what she need.
Damn, yeah. And sometimes you might need that month, but as long as y'all like checking in and stuff, and also we're talking and
Right.
communicating, then that month might just go by. It might not even be
Yeah.
worth it.
Yeah, because sometimes people they have, they're in a relationship or a marriage and they work out of town, so they have to go away for a couple weeks, from their partner or whatever. But I don't know. I mean, if I did, I'll be talking to my man every day.
I definitely feel you on that. If I had a woman and if I'm away on traveling or something like that for a business, I'll be like, hey, what's going on? Well, I'll make sure
Yeah,
we talking, texting, FaceTime, and doing something.
right. Then you got all that estrogen around you. You want to be around estrogen. Then our cycles come. You really gon' girl. Okay, you a good. She's a good one. Because I would have about a week. I would have been like, all right, I'm ready to go. I can't be around women that long 24/7 for a whole month. No.
Yeah, I don't wouldn't even want to do that. I can't even be around the fellas that long. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I got love for the guys, but I wouldn't want to be around the men for 24/7 all the whole time. You know, it's
Right.
like, and plus there might be some men that might be trying to holler at other women. You know,
Right.
and knowing damn well you in a relationship.
That's what I was saying. She might be on a trip with somebody else because are the women married that she's on a trip with, or I don't
I'm
know.
not for sure if it is, but
You
but
said girls trip. We know what happens on girls trip.
yes, we know what happened on girls trips. You know what I'm saying? We saw a movie. It's like.
When you go out of town and it's a group of girls and there's guys from out of town or from that area and they know that y'all from out of town, oh, it's nothing. Guys be trying to hop down quick.
Yes, because they know them girls might be more encouraging, be like, yeah, girl, go ahead, get yours. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you gotta watch the company you keep, because your friends might encourage you to cheat.
Right. Right.
Yeah, it's like because that's why you gotta watch. I've seen it happen. I was like, damn, you just pushing your girl over there, knowing she got a man back at home.
And then probably
No,
go tell the guy when they come back.
my
Some
goodness.
people can be a little ignorant.
Yes, black people can be a little ignorant, but
You put
you
a quote
gotta
on
love.
there.
You gotta love being black, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because this is the shit we deal with.
Right.
Yes, but I wouldn't take it for nothing. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Liquor Talk. The more you drink, the better we sound. That podcast is proud of being black because we ain't putting no damn raisins and no goddamn potato salad.
Oh no. Gosh.
Man, listen. I'm so proud to be black because I be seeing some of these people on TikTok and they cooking. I'm like, what in the fuck?
Right.
Like, what
Speaking
would
of cook,
possess you to make that?
I look, here's a secret. I don't even know if the people are going to listen to this, but I went to a potluck this year. I don't know if anyone's going to listen, but and it was like predominantly white.
How did that go?
I didn't eat anything. I think I probably had like some chips or something. Look, I love them. If they listen to this, I love them. But I was just so afraid to try the food because it was just like I was just looking at the food and I was like, okay, it just looks like, it doesn't look like any salt in that stuff. Like, I mean, there was some rotel dip and some buffalo chicken dip and stuff, but I don't. It just wasn't appealing. Like how our food is. It's
Yeah.
appealing. We see it. We're like, ooh, ooh,
Hold on. Was there another black person? Don't tell me you're the only black person there.
No, okay. I think it was like one more black person.
Okay, listen. If it was me, I would have been like, hey, bro, or hey, what did you bring?
Yeah.
And I'm going to go over there what you got. So, no, I feel you on them potlucks and stuff because they be bringing the wildest shit. I'm like, what?
So then they had like a fruit tray with like yogurt and raisins, I think. I don't know. I was just like, yo, I just started drinking. I went to the store. It was like a corner store, and then I went and got some beers and stuff. And I was like, yeah, we just gonna drink. That's what we gonna do. We not eating. We drinking tonight.
Damn, when the potluck gets so bad, you'd rather just get some beers and start drinking instead of trying the damn potluck.
Yeah.
God,
Now I did make some rotel. They liked the rotel, but man, that other stuff, I don't know what was going on.
man, I remember the last potluck I went to for a company I don't work for no more. Man, I made some rotel dip. They all were fucking that rotel dip
Yeah.
up. I'm like, God damn.
White people love our cooking.
Yes, they do. They love it. I'm like, if you love it, then why the hell don't you learn it? Shit.
Yeah.
It ain't
All
because
they gotta do is go on Google Southern whatever they look for.
you don't even have to do that. You just have to go on TikTok because there'll be some black or TikTok or Instagram because there'll be some black people giving away the game. They tell you how to season it. They'll tell you all the seasonings they use. They giving away the game.
Right? I saw someone on TikTok cooking greens. I was like, this girl's just giving away the secret of the greens. Everybody gonna know how to cook greens now.
Yeah. And I also saw some TikToks. I'm like, why the fuck is this goddamn animal near the food you cooking?
Yes. The dog would just be like right there, like
dog be right there, eat it. They'll feed the damn dog and not wash their hands. I'm like, you
And
just fed the damn dog and didn't wash your hands?
there's a big pet peeve they do that bothers me sometimes. They let the dog lick their face, and I just be like, ugh.
I'm like, ew. And then my biggest pet peeve is how the hell you gonna feed the damn dog, but you're not gonna come back and wash your hands?
Yeah,
I'm like, you know
I'm
what?
not really.
If a white person works in food service, if they work at a restaurant or stuff, if I know they work at a restaurant on the side or whatever, they didn't confirm they work at a restaurant, then that's when I'll trust their food. But
Yeah.
these people on TikTok that be cooking, I'll be like, oh hell no. Your food can stay right there.
And there's been times where like this might be TMI, but like any black girl that knows, like, you go to the restaurant. This is not all white girls. It's not all of them. I swear it's not. But there are
Mhm.
some. You come out, you wash your hands, you're again, fixing yourself up, and then there might be a white girl to come out, look in the mirror, fix her hair, and then leave. And I'm like, whoa, that's happened to me so many times. I'm like, do these
Wait,
girls not wash their hands?
they
Some
don't wash
of
their hands? Oh hell no.
Some do, but I've noticed that some don't. And don't get me wrong, we have our flaws too. We wash our hands, but we have our flaws. Like, they let us say black women, we got an attitude on us. But I'd rather have an
They
attitude and wash my hands than not wash my hands.
they stay saying we have an attitude like black women, black men. But if you talk to us and just speak, we ain't that bad.
Really not. Really not.
It's like
We just
I
don't
don't get that.
play. That's all that is. We just don't play.
Yes, it's just we don't play. We know that shit. We know the kind of things y'all be doing because y'all done damn told on yourselves. Man, I know you see some of them damn people be cooking and stuff, and also they be showing their ways and stuff, and then
Yeah.
you got the Karens out there that just love to just be annoying. Like, doesn't really matter.
Like paparazzi and all them.
Yeah, I'm filming you now. No, you're filming yourself being a dumbass.
Oh yeah, yeah. I was about to say something, but I don't want to come off as racist, so I'm not even gonna say
Man, go
that.
ahead and say it. We good. We
I
good.
was gonna
Man,
say,
don't ever feel like you need to hold back. Come on, go ahead. Come on,
I was
talk to
gonna
me.
say like what they call those women, the Karens, how they act.
Yeah.
I saw this video of this lady in a courtroom, and then she started recording the judge, and I guess he was saying something to her about like I don't know what it was, but he said you're in contempt. I don't know if you saw the video. She was a white lady, and she just recorded him while she's behind her little podium, and he's at the stand, and she's like, "Oh my God, he's hurting me," and she just falls to the ground. And in the courtroom, this is real, not staged.
A
And
damn courtroom.
yes, she was a Karen. She was recording the judge saying he's hurting me, and she was falling to the ground crying. And it went viral. And I was like, no, this can't be real. Like, you really that dramatic? That happened with my brother. He was in McDonald's drive through, and then this lady cut him off. Like she's like got in front of him really quick and flicked him off. It was a white lady, and he got out the car. And he was like cussing her out, and she went and she called the police. And I'm like, but you provoked him. You flicked him off and cut in front of him. But now you're gonna call the police because he get out the car and he cussing you out. He ain't touching her though. But it's like,
He
don't
ain't touching
provoke.
them.
He ain't touch her though.
Man, you know what? They love provoking us. They love that shit. And you know what's gonna happen? But I sometimes I look at it. I'm like, yeah, just wait till somebody on social media see this because social media they some goddamn investigators. Sometimes I think they're the feds.
Yeah.
They gonna find out who this Karen is. They gonna figure out who she is, where she work at. They're gonna be contacting her company. They're gonna be like, look,
Look,
we
we
gotta
don't
support your company. The next thing you know, the company's gonna release a statement saying, oh, this Karen has been terminated. We don't condone that or whatever.
Yeah.
Because they don't want to lose that black dollar.
Of course. I mean, that happened in school. I was in high school one year, and this girl she was a white girl. She was just on some messy stuff. I went to a black and white school, and she was really messy and just picking with people. And I was just like, I ain't the one. You not finna bully me, baby. Them days are over. Like,
Mhm.
ain't no booger. You ain't finna pick me. I love saying that. You ain't finna pick me. And I used to watch Baggers Club when I was in high school. And I said one of the lines. And I got sent to the principal's office for what I had said. I was like, "Oh, I'm coming here with a big bang." Like you gonna come up in there, you ain't finna
Yeah.
play. And they told the principal that I was talking about a bomb. Like they really
Oh
tried
my
to make it seem
goodness.
like that I was on some crazy shit, like finna set the place on, like blow it up or something. And I told him I was like, "No, I just quoted something from Baggers Club. What are you talking about?" And he was like, "Well, I could really expel you." And I'm like, "For quoting Baggers Club? You gonna listen to these little white girls? I don't have no bomb. Go check my house. Like, I'm not even capable. I'm in ninth grade." But I was suspended. They didn't get suspended. They didn't, what I'm saying? We were going back and
Wow. You
forth.
know
It was
what?
it wasn't just one person was wrong. They were doing stuff and I, retaliated. But that shade right there, they're dramatic, but they didn't mess with me no more.
I
'Cause
bet
they're
they didn't. Because
like,
sometimes it takes that one time for you to show them that,
yeah,
hey, don't fuck with me, you know
yeah.
what I'm saying? And hey, I bet they leave your ass alone.
But I don't want to put them all in the category because I do have white friends, so I can't put them all in the category. And one of my
Lis-
closest friends is white.
Agreed. I definitely agree. Listen, white folks, we know y'all know we got love for y'all, but we know. I think sometimes I think they know. I think they know that they
Yeah,
the fucked up
we
ones.
love y'all, but y'all get on our nerves. Y'all like the stepsister.
Yeah, I do. Y'all do. I think secretly they know. They know
Yeah,
which ones fucking with us and stuff. They know.
yeah.
And they be right there with us, you know. That's why I say salute to the ones that be right there with them, like, hey, this is wrong, you know. And
Oh, of
they'll be
course.
talking shit to the cameras, you know. So
Especially the ones that were like, "Oh, Black Lives Matter," and they were like, what I'm saying? They were with the movement. I was like, wow. I was shocked to see that many white people actually supporting us.
I was shocked to see that too. And also not only supporting us, but their actions say it, you know. I'm like, oh, okay.
Out there marching with signs. I was like, wow, because years back during segregation, it was us. It was a few white people, but it was mainly just us fighting for ourselves. And to see Mexicans and whites out there marching down, especially down here in Birmingham, it
Mm-hmm.
was pretty dope. It was pretty dope.
Yes, yes, yes. I definitely remember seeing that. So I said, you know what? Shout out to y'all. Shout out
Mhm.
to y'all that realize that y'all need black people here, you know.
We the backbone. We the collard greens and the neck bone.
And we not only the collard greens and neck bones, we run this shit, you know.
Right.
We the captain of this shit, you
Right.
know, because that's why all them damn Jewish people they all put our stores in black neighborhoods because we're gonna spend the money.
Of course.
Black people support more black businesses, please do.
I have some on that. Oh my goodness. I
Hmm.
try supporting black businesses, but there are sometimes you got those certain set of black people who are so unprofessional. And
Agreed.
it's like if we agree to meet up at a certain time, if we agree to if my shipment's supposed to arrive at this time, I pay for this, I've already gave you the money, there shouldn't be no delays. And I understand once or twice, but if every time I contact you about buying this or that, and some of them are really unprofessional. And
Yes,
I
they
feel
are.
like
They
sometimes
really
you
are.
should take at least a class, a 6 week or 8 week course before you decide to become an entrepreneur and just sell stuff.
Yeah, you know what? Even that, you don't even need that. It's just you look, if you're passionate about your business and what you're selling, and you see somebody of your same skin color wanting to support your business, that should already get your juices flowing. That should already get you jumping for joy. Like, hell
Right.
yeah, I'm about to be happy.
Yes, because this same person who was very unprofessional, I try to bring them on my podcast and support their business, despite what I've went through with them in the past. When it comes to unprofessionalism, I was like, well, let me have you on here. No call, no show. Then it's, oh well, I had this going on, but we talked that same day. The least you could do, professionalism is, hey, I can't do this. You can't
Yeah.
do no call, no shows. And then when it comes to your product, you're not on time. You're not, sticking to your word. That's one thing that, I think we should work on is.
Yeah, stick
Gotta
to
be
your word.
true.
And also, what that tells me is you don't love your product enough because you know what? Because I know for me, anytime I tell somebody like, "Hey, we're gonna do the podcast at this time," you know what? Hey, we're gonna get done. And
Right.
most people, and if you have to miss, you have to miss. I understand, but they're communicating and stuff. You know,
Exactly. And it's like I knew this person too. So it's like,
damn.
is it really your color, or is it because you know that I'm a forgiving person and I'm very understanding? So it was just you just do whatever you want to do.
You know, that's still no excuse though. I don't give
Yeah.
a damn. Like, listen, I think we both can be very forgiving and we understand shit happens, but just communicate with me. But that don't mean take advantage of me, you know?
Yeah, that's yeah, I think that's what I felt like it was. You were they were taking advantage.
They damn sure would take advantage of you. Cause I know, cause sometimes I have a kind heart too, you know, and it's like I'm trying everything in the world not to turn cold, but you know, people be fucking it up. So I get it, you know.
Yeah.
But black people, we gotta be better, and please, we gotta support black businesses and black business owners. Please embrace the damn support. Listen, I be
Yeah.
Brian. I buy my hair products from black-owned companies, and it's like some of them they take forever with shipping, but I just ride with the ones that where I know that my shit gonna be there whenever I order it from them. So you know,
And
that's why.
customer service is really important. I think we as black people need to be better on our customer service. Like, there's nothing wrong with smiling and saying, "Oh, thank you so much. Have a great day. I'm glad you're here." There's nothing wrong with making your customers feel happy that they bought something from you,
Yeah,
because
and
it's gonna make them want to come back.
right, and please be engaged. Like, for example, like for some of you that own a black-owned business, a food spot, please be engaged. Like, please come talk to me. Please come holler at me. You know,
Exactly.
because I remember at a white restaurant, like I remember a number of times the server kept coming to talk to me, and so I was okay, you know.
They
But
start
the
knowing
black
who your grandma
restaurant,
is, who your uncle is. They'll know. They'll find out everything.
hell yeah, I'm like that damn. Because I remember one time I went to a black-owned restaurant by myself, and I give it to them. They were engaged, but I went to another one, but they weren't
Yeah.
they were
Here's your
very
food.
antisocial.
Yeah. We got and a lot of black people say, "Oh, she too friendly. Oh, he too funny." They love throwing that friendly word around like it's something bad. But I think we need to get to the point of realizing that being friendly is not bad.
Mm-hmm.
You're supposed to be friendly. You're supposed to be kind to people that you come in contact with. You're supposed to speak when you pass someone in the hallway or at the store, wherever you're going. Kindness. There's nothing wrong with being kind to people.
It's nothing wrong with being kind to people, especially somebody of your own skin color. It's
Exactly.
like it's
That's
nothing
why
wrong with it.
there are so many white people that are executives now. Don't get me wrong, there are black people too, and
Yeah.
it's been growing. But there are a lot of white people who have families. Like, look at the Kardashians. It's a generational thing. There are so many white businesses and corporations that they want to see each other. They want to see other white people making it too, and they, push them. It's not a crab. What is it? Was it crabs
Crabs
in
in a
a
bucket.
barrel? Bucket?
Crabs
Yeah.
in a barrel,
It's
yeah.
not that type of mindset when it comes to white people. They're like, "Oh, let me put my cousin on. Let me put my brother on. Oh, this is my son. I'm gonna make sure he's in the business with me, and that this is a legacy thing." And I think that black people, we should get more into that mindset so that we can all own something. It's a bloodline thing.
Yes, it is a bloodline thing. And if it's a bloodline thing, and you train them up, they can't take it away from you no matter what. So we gotta do that.
Yeah.
All right, we about to wrap this thing up. But so what you got planned for the podcast coming up for 2023?
Well, I'm gonna finish my Black Excellence. Then March is Women's Month, so I'm gonna have a guy come on there. I'm gonna talk about the importance of women, and then I'm gonna have a wellness and health lady from Mexico. She's black, but she
Mm-hmm.
lives in Mexico, and she's gonna come on there. That's what I have so far. I haven't planned out anything for the rest of the year, but this year more guests, definitely more guests than I had last year. Definitely more guests.
That's real. That's real. And lastly, you got a dope platform. You gave me a amazing conversation. But you,
Mhm.
in your own words, tell me why do people need to subscribe to the ways of the Millennial Podcast?
It'll change your life. It'll change your mindset. One day, 5 years, 10 years from now, you're gonna look back and be like, "Oh my God, that's the girl who had the podcast, and now she has a TV show." And now she's making a difference. She's inspiring people. You want to be inspired? You want to be empowered? Listen to it.
Yes, that is real. That's an amazing answer. I like that. I love it. I love it. I want to thank you for coming on your podcast, for coming
Thank
on Liquor
you.
Talk, blessing the Liquor Talk with your presence. And remember, whenever you're ready, listen, I'm challenging you. This your call to action to have me on your podcast because
Of
there have been
course.
so many times I done had people on Liquor Talk, but they didn't return the favor.
Yeah.
But remember, I'm in Florida, but I'm just a DM away. So I'm looking forward to that. So whenever you're ready to have me on, you just send me a DM and we're gonna make it happen. Now
Of
that's your call
course.
to action.
I gotta have you on there. I need some guys on there.
Yes, we're gonna make it happen. I will gladly return the favor. And also, I want to thank you, people, the listeners. Well, I don't care if you're listening to this on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, wherever you get your podcasts at. Thank you for tapping in with Liquor Talk. And also, be on the lookout. Patreon is coming soon. There'll be exclusive episodes on Patreon only coming real soon. Until the next time, we out this motherfucker. Peace.
Peace.